What's up, everyone? Welcome to Game Talk. I'm one of your hosts, Brandon, joined by my fellow co-host, Ryan. We're here to talk
That's
about
me.
video games for the first time in 2021. How was your gaming
Yeah,
year
that's
going, Ryan?
So far it's going pretty good,
Yeah?
I think. Um, Nothing too exciting. I don't know. Kind of
Y-
lame so far,
You
but
haven't
we'll
been
get to
playing
that.
anything new. We'll talk about that, though.
Kind of. I mean, kind of. I
True.
played Immortals
Okay,
for like
alright.
6 hours. So I mean, it's something.
Damn. Yeah, that's a lot. Alright. We have some not huge-ish news stories, some exciting ones, and then I have a different one that's going to take up more time. That's just a nice talk. So, what do you got for news?
Well, with the two really short ones, just quick. I'm sure most people have heard. This one comes from Game Radar by Huron Cryer about Biomutant, setting a
Yeah.
release date for April.
Okay.
This was posted 2 hours ago.
Okay.
THQ Nordic basically responded to something and reached out and clarified the game is scheduled to launch in the next financial year, which for them begins in April.
Okay.
So they're saying sometime after April.
Okay. So still nothing concrete, but people are thinking it's coming soon.
Yeah, they're basically saying it'll be here hopefully late spring.
Okay.
I know I'm personally super stoked for it.
That's
I
one that
think
it's like it sounds cool, and the gameplay that I've seen looks cool, but it's still a wait till it comes out to see more of it for me.
Yeah, it's definitely ambitious, but
They've been
that's
working on it for a long time.
yeah. But again, there was another article I don't remember where I didn't say one, but it literally said they're taking a lesson from Cyberpunk and really going to be even more cautious than they were to begin with.
Yeah, that was another one like that we'll get to, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's my next article. If this is the same thing you're thinking, from IGN by Matt Perslow. Outriders got delayed.
That's the bummer one, because that's the big next gen one. Like me, you, and Chris were all stoked for. It's finally one that we were all gonna sink time into together. It's a co-op shooter.
Fuck. I've had it pre-ordered since, I don't know, last spring. Like as soon as you could pre-order it.
Yeah, they only delayed it by what, 2 months or something like that.
Well, yeah, it was supposed to come out in February. Now it's April 1st, so almost exactly 2 months. There's going to be a demo in February, though.
Okay. Oh yeah, February 25th. We'll be publishing a free demo.
You can play all 4 classes, which is cool.
And it says the first few hours, so it's a substantial demo. And I think your shit saves, right? Yeah, so
yep, they said it'll
migration
transfer.
of your character. That's cool, because that'll help me decide which class I want to play.
Yeah.
Before the game comes out.
So a little bit of a bummer, but at least I'll have the demo to tie me over.
Right, yeah. Outriders looks cool. So, and we're kind of craving new games on our next gen hardware.
Right. Yes. And
if you don't know what Outriders is, it's a third person shooter? Is it third person?
Yes.
It's a shooter.
Yes.
Feels like a mix of Diablo and Mass Effect is how they described it in this article, which seems accurate from the previews I've seen. But it's you loot up, you level up, you kill shit, you keep going. There's world tiers, so it's designed around replayability, but it's not a games as a service, they said. So I think maybe more so like Borderlands with how they're going to do content and everything. It's made by people like Fly, who've made what did they make? They made that really fun shooter, Bulletstorm. Which was insane actiony. What else have they made?
Yeah, I don't know.
They've worked on other shit with Epic, because Epic owns them.
I don't think.
So they've worked on Fortnite.
Yeah, I don't think it's anything huge.
Bulletstormers, yeah. Gears of War Judgment they made, which is a Gears of War spin-off prequel back on the 360, when Gears games came out like every other year. Alright, yeah, so that one's a bummer, but it's not too far off, thankfully. And the game will be better for it. Like you said, they don't want to launch like Cyberpunk.
Right. It's not like Biomutant, who's been delayed, what, 2 years now? 3 years?
But that's never actually had a release date, right? It's just been like this year, and then it's like, oh, not this year.
Right.
So I guess it
holiday
has
season-ish.
Yeah, because I swear that was first announced for like holiday 2019, and it is 2021 now.
Yep. speaking of games to look forward to, the next one I know I've talked to you about already. This is also from IGN today. No, I lied. I'm looking at the wrong part. By Stella Chung, that game Scavengers. Team-based multiplayer battle royale hybrid.
What is that?
Oh man, I'm so excited. You should definitely watch.
Did this get announced at like... I don't know why I know this. Who's it made by? Midwinter Entertainment. I don't know who that is. Explorers, we've got an exciting year ahead of us. When is this game coming out?
I think it didn't say.
It's now in beta.
Certainly, yeah. No date for consoles, but I will keep an eye out. I feel like it's going to be one of those surprise drops. All of a sudden, it's going to be ready.
Okay. So it's a battle royale, it looks like.
Yeah, they said it's a hybrid. It's like, what does it say it?
PvP, PvE, it sounds like.
Yeah. It just sounds really cool. It sounds like they really took a lot of elements from all the other battle royales and combined them into one to kind of make it this... it sounds like it might be fairly difficult, but...
It seems cool. There's like some creatures and demons or like monster-looking things and stuff. Here, I can show the
yeah, so you have to fight them and the other players.
Yeah, there's this like
and complete your task.
Boomer-looking thing. It calls itself a PvPvE experience. Game holds up to 60 players per match in 20 teams of 3 with unlimited respawns as long as a member of your team is still alive. Collect the most data points and escape on the only dropship that lands at the end of the match. Okay, so you have to escape. You don't have to kill at the end if you don't want to. You can steal enemies' resources if you kill them. So.
And like, you know how in Apex and Warzone and all these battle royales, the map closes, the storm comes in, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
That's what they're going to have also, but you can like warm up at things and they said there's going to be like mini storms that come through randomly, which is going to fucking suck and piss me off.
Okay.
But yeah, I think that's going to be awesome.
It sounds like there's an in-match leveling system, kind of like MOBAs. Because in like League of Legends, you always start at level 1, but then as the match goes, you level up and get stronger. It sounds like this is going to have a system like that, which is cool.
Dope.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't remember it. It sounds like it got announced a while ago.
Let's see how that one pans out.
Yeah.
I only have 2 articles left, but they're kind of more exciting, not by way of cool games, but just the way the world is going.
Yeah.
Some happy news. I'm sure most people have heard this one's from Harmeet Kaur at CNN. She's writing about Nintendo partnering with a nonprofit called Starlight Children's Foundation.
Okay, they're like Starlight from The Boys.
No, they're making a like hospital-safe Nintendo Switch gaming station for hospitals for kids.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's super dope. Basically, they have a picture of this kid playing it. It's like on wheels, and it's this whole big thing with a TV attached.
I'll try and find it.
But it's basically they partnered to make it easy to clean and disinfect and transport, move around. Like super cool. I thought it was fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, that's cool as shit. It's like this Mario stand thing.
Yeah, and they come with really dope games. Super Mario Party, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. They said over 20
Odyssey. The boys playing on this one.
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
So the partnership actually started 3 decades ago.
Oh shit.
They're just doing the Switch now. They have done over 7,200 gaming stations.
Holy shit. Damn.
That they just make these and give them to hospitals, which I think is awesome.
That's really cool. I never even realized that.
Yeah, some happy news. I thought that was really cool.
This article's from Nintendo Life, and the subheading is "Shut up, you're crying."
I mean, basically, like I said, we need a little good news.
Honey, I'm trying to do a show here, and you're being loud.
Well, no, never mind. I won't say it. Okay, my last article is also kind of cool from CNBC. Arjun Karpal. Forgive me.
Crush the pronunciation.
This is from January 6th that it was posted. Shanghai just broke ground on an $898 million esports arena.
Holy shit.
Yeah. I laughed. I was like, holy fuck. It's trying to be the world gaming capital, which, fine, by all means, that's dope. That's really cool. But they are designing an $898 million esports arena.
Do they have a concept art of it? What do they think it's gonna look like? Is this real?
What?
This is one of the pictures that I found. I don't think that's real.
Oh, I was like, this article? I'm pretty sure it's real.
No, it's real. I'm just trying to find, like, if they know what it's going to look like.
I think it's going to be legit. It sucks not, like, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but...
Right, yeah, it sucks that it's in China. Did you
While you're researching that, before I forget, I have to remember to mention something else. I deleted the article. We should all take a trip to
the Nintendo Land tour that Miyamoto did?
No.
It looks cool as shit. There's a YouTube video of him just walking around with nobody else there. And it looks awesome. And man, I wish we could travel right now. There's going to be one opening in Florida and California in a few years, but the one in Japan opens up this year in like March.
That would be sick.
It looks
one day.
Awesome. Yeah.
Real quick, a different article. Okay, so what?
What's the article, Ryan?
Let me just get this together. I'm not sure. Okay. This is from, God, I can't even make out what I'm reading right now. Radio station website.
Okay.
Rockford's #1 for new country, 98.5. So there's that.
How is this going to transition into video game news?
JB Love wrote an article about Galloping Ghost Arcade, which is America's largest arcade, less than 90 minutes from Rockford. So, $20, you can play 630 different arcade games for 13 hours.
How have I not heard of this?
All unlimited. You pay $20 to get in, and then you can play anything you want for an entire day.
It's in Illinois?
That's why I paused. I was like, okay, how many Rockfords do we have? Brookfield, Illinois.
Yeah.
60513. So we could easily make a trip out of that.
Right.
And $20 to play
to a bunch of fucking arcades in Chicago too. I mean, it's obviously not in Chicago, but like, how have I not even heard of this? This place is huge.
Right. I know. So I remember coming across that. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be dope as shit.
So yeah, that's super stoked. If anybody out there is near Brookfield, Illinois, go check this out and tell us how it is.
Right, yeah.
Before we make the drive. How far of a drive is it? Should we start planning?
I mean, we got time. We need COVID to not be a thing before we go cram in this arcade.
True. I mean, that's true. Brookfield, Illinois.
This place is fucking
Ooh, is Brookfield, Illinois safe? I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, Kool-Aid's down. He said, let's go.
Sick.
This place is fucking huge. Holy shit.
Yeah. Man, it's so exciting. Oh, shit. 2 hours and 11 minutes.
Oh, that's doable. That's like the normal drive to Chicago. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nothing. Let me pull this map up.
Damn. That's awesome.
Oh, that's like in Chicago. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like right off the highway. You don't. It's west of Chicago, quite a bit. Cool. That's not far at all. That's right.
I think someone was going to spam something in the chat, but Moobot
Near
got him.
Cicero. Oop, on the way down, we can go visit my old neighborhood where I used to live.
Oh. Do we want to?
Yeah.
Direction.
I would really love to go see that house.
Do you know who lives there? Like, would you be able to be like, hey, can I tour?
No, absolutely. Oh my god. Not a clue.
Oh, yeah, it is right in Chicago. Shit.
Yeah, like it's right there. Cool.
How have I not? We went to so many different arcades when I went to Chicago. Like, when my dad lived there, my sister lived there. How are they not like, this one's got 700 machines. Let's go.
Yeah.
All the
go
ones we
20
went
miles
to were
west.
also cool, but
check this out.
I think the other ones were more barcades, so it was more of like a bar.
Yeah.
Too, and that's.
Then we can go to Schaumburg and go to the amazing mall that's over there.
Oh, I love a good mall. I haven't been to a good mall.
Yeah. Where is that? Let me see if I can pull that up for you.
Schaumburg is more north, it looks like. It's close, though.
It's called Woodfield Mall. If you feel like checking it out.
Woodfield Mall.
It's like a sexy Bayshore. It's like if Mayfair and Bayshore had a baby.
Images. Oh, this place looks sweet. This is now a mall review show. This mall probably needs to be a 10 out of 10. Woodfield Mall.
Yeah, do it up, guys. Do it up.
There's some fancy ass walkways and shit in this. Is it open? Well, I mean, have they gotten fucked by the pandemic? Is the bigger question.
That I don't know. I don't live down there, so I don't have the 411.
Damn, what is this? It sounds like they reopened not that long ago. It's kind of a little scary.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yes.
People in Illinois are probably more respectful than people in Wisconsin when it comes to a pandemic.
Probably, yeah. Probably smarter about it.
It's weird looking at all this. Like, it's been so long since I've been there.
Yeah.
Like, growing up. Not down the road. I right away away, but we used to go there regularly.
Okay. Malls are very telling of our age. Like, that we like malls, or...
What? Yeah, you're right. It is. It's a dated thing. Like, even malls like Bayshore are the new way to go. Like,
is it where all the stores are outside?
Down off of 43 or 94 or whatever.
The one by the Cheesecake Factory right there?
No, like, they just built new, like, strip malls. Really nice ones. There's, like, an Old Navy and stuff, I think. You know?
See, I don't like the strip mall setup. I like the regular mall setup with a food court and shit. That's true. It's true. You don't see kids seeing like, wow, this mall is lit. I mean, I never said that as a kid either, though. I was just like, I was just like, where's GameStop? Like, that's all I cared about when I went to the mall.
Or FYE. I liked FYE.
Oh, see, we never had an FYE by me. We had Sam Goody. We went to Sam Goody a lot. I spent a lot of money at Sam Goody. Apparently, Crystal used to work there. Cody told me. So that's weird.
I like that you said this mall is lit, is the way we're aging ourselves, but not, let's go play these old-ass arcade games.
Yeah, let's go to Aladdin's Castle, baby.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, anyway.
Hey, that brought it back to
now that we have... now that we just planned our whole trip around arcades and shopping malls.
Hell yeah.
That was the most exciting news I could find. That's all I got.
I only have a little news, and then I got a big article that we're going to talk about. This is just really funny. Do you have the stream up?
Yes. Yes, I do.
IKEA made these mock-up PS5s and Xbox Series X's so you can see if they'll fit in their media cabinets that they're selling. So you can design, or you can pick your media cabinet based off the video game consoles. So it's these huge, chunky cardboard boxes, and it's a good idea, honestly.
I bless IKEA. Like, they are on the ball.
I saw this, and I'm like, that's fucking amazing. So yeah, which IKEA media storage unit will be able to fit my new memishly oversized gaming console? That's what it says.
That is so funny. I love them. Oh my god.
IKEA playing 4D chess, for sure. Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
I pulled that. This is from Jay Peters.
Thank you, IKEA.
Verge. Yeah, someone on Reddit saw it, which is fucking hilarious. And then
that's legit. There is also an IKEA down in the Schaumburg area, so we can go to IKEA also.
Yeah.
Take pick with these boxes.
Yeah, I like IKEA. I've only been there a couple times. I still haven't had their meatballs. Apparently, the meatballs are good. I went to the one in Chicago once,
it out.
And I went to the one in Milwaukee.
Put it on our Chicago trip list.
It'll be a long trip. I'm cool with that though. All right, this I pulled from Games Radar Plus. This is rumorish. There's an IKEA right by fucking Kool-Aid. Yeah, we can go there too. So, Bioshock 4 has been rumored for a long time. 2K is definitely working on it. We don't know who's developing it. It's very much rumors and speculation, but there's no way this game is not being made. But I found this from Alyssa Mercant on Games Radar. Job listing for Cloud Chamber Games gives us an idea of what the next game might be. So maybe they're the ones making it. So what is it? As previously reported, the next Bioshock game is being developed for next-gen consoles and will likely be in production for a few more years. However, a handful may point to what we can expect. I actually didn't read this article yet, so I just saw Bioshock 4 rumors.
You almost had us there.
So, a listing for systems designer describes the game as an emergent sandbox world, which includes interactive world systems and non-AI systematic ecology, player growth systems. That's a mouthful. And progression, and game balance, and economy. It could mean Bioshock 4 will have a more open-ended level design, akin to Bioshock 1 and 2, which had hub-based worlds that used somewhat open for exploration. Infinite was far more linear and on rails than the previous two. I would prefer a more open Bioshock game. I am just excited to see what a new Bioshock game would look like. Curious what they're going to do with it, because it's not made by... Ken Levine was behind Irrational Games, which made Bioshock 1 and Bioshock Infinite. So, curious to see what Bioshock would look like.
Tried really hard to get into it, but...
Bioshock 1, so good. Love Bioshock 1. I've been meaning to replay it since they remastered it, but I still haven't. Definitely one of my favorite PS3 era games.
Okay. We'll see. I don't know about that.
You were playing it for a while, I remember. At least for like a couple weeks.
I gave it my best.
It's so much, it leans a lot on environmental storytelling too, which I really like. Like, I loved listening to the audio logs, like all the characters and all that shit. But if that's not your jam, it's going to be hard to suck you into that world.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's dated mechanics too, because that game's from like 2007. Alright, that's all I have for news articles. Then I have, are you ready for basically what I'm making the topic of the show?
I'm not ready yet.
Damn it, Ryan.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready now.
Alright, I pulled this article from Jordan Serrani on IGN. And this is all the big games in 2021. We're going to go through this list, talk about what we're really excited for, and do a little research if we don't know what the games are. So these are games with confirmed release dates of at least this year. The first one is Hitman 3. I don't think either of us are really into Hitman, right?
I mean, I give it a thumbs down, but I've never actually played it, so I take that back.
I don't know.
I'd be willing to try it. I mean, I should give it a shot.
They seem fun. Hitman is just a game where I have an idea of how I want to play it, and if it doesn't work that way, then I like get myself killed intentionally and start over and start over and start over. And I don't like that loop. Maybe if I just played it a different way and just improv'd and fuck shit up if I screw up, I would have more fun with it. But that's on me. That's not on the game. But then next one is the Medium. This is the one that got revealed for one of the Xbox events. It was supposed to be a launch title for the Series X, or at least within a month. So next-gen horror game with a unique look. It's the one that renders those two game worlds together, so it like flops in between, which looked cool as shit. When is it coming out? January 28th, so that's really soon, actually. If you review Hitman, make sure you bring Chris Davis in on that review. Well, yeah, but when's the last time Chris Davis actually played a Hitman game, though? He talks about games a lot. He just doesn't play them. Which I give him shit for all the time. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Did you play? You didn't have a Wii U, did you? I would bring Chris on for Hitman Insight either way, if we play those. But yeah.
Me? No.
So you didn't have a Wii U, so you never played this game. I'm probably the only one out of any of us who have played this game. Super Mario 3D World is a very fun 3D Mario platformer. It's more open because it's made to be 4-player co-op, but I played it by myself most of the time, and it was still really, really fun. But this also adds a new world, I think, which is the Bowser's Fury part of it. So that's cool. I'm not going to get it because I played the shit out of it on Wii U. If you picked it up or something, I would definitely come play it because it's co-op and it's fun. But
yeah,
it's not what I'm going to pick up. Unless I'm looking hard for a 4-player game that's co-op to play with people.
Yeah.
Then I might bust and pick it up. But Riders Republic. I didn't know what this was when I looked up this article, but it's not a game for us, I don't think.
I'll be the judge of that.
It's an open world extreme sports game from Ubisoft.
No, okay, I'm out.
I figured. It's from the studio behind Steep, so similar to that, I'm assuming. 5
Although it comes out February 25th, maybe we should just give it a try, and maybe we'll all become like really fucking good at it.
Yeah. I still have other shit to finish.
No BMX bullshit for you? Right,
I mean, wingsuiting, rocket wingsuiting, snowboarding. That all sounds cool. But I don't know. I've liked sports games in the past and shit, but
that's like me. Like I really like hunting games. Like who would have thought? But
I almost bought Madden yesterday because it's on sale right now, and I haven't played Madden in forever. And I heard the next gen updates are actually pretty cool. And Devontae Adams is a 99 in Madden now, so the Packers are going to be.
Oh my god!
Good.
What?
I know.
Oh man. Man, I gotta get that game.
I could possibly get Dylan to play it with me, and he would probably kick my ass because I suck at Madden. But I didn't because I have other shit to play, which we'll talk about at the end of the show. All right. Bravely Default 2 on the Switch. Did you play Bravely Default? Do you know what it is?
Bravely Default?
Yes. There was on the 3DS. There was Bravely Default and Bravely Second, which was kind of a sequel, but not really. It was made by the same people and everything, so same gameplay.
Oh, Bravely Default, Flying Fairy. They named it after me.
Oh, yeah, how did you not know? You missed that memo?
Yeah, fuck. No, I have not played it. I've heard of it vaguely.
The first one was really fun. I never finished it. Bravely Second, I played the demo for, and it was fun. Bravely Default 2's demo came out last year, and I did not like it, so I don't think I am getting this game. If I were to get a game similar to this, if you don't know, Bravely Default is a turn-based RPG-style game, initially on the 3DS, and the sequel's coming to the Switch, and that's how this one is set up as well. But if I'm going to play a game like this, I'm just going to get Octopath Traveler, which I still have never played fully, because I loved the demos for that, never played it. That is way more up my alley for that. And Bravely Default 2, it was a combination of the art style, and the combat just felt slower, and I just wasn't into the characters or anything. So, I mean, it was an easy, I'm not getting this check mark on my list, so... I hope people who like the series like it, because there are people, this is made for hardcore Bravely Default fans, which is not me. But it's nice to see some games coming out on the Switch, though. Finally.
Yeah, that's always how I feel. Like that's why I want to like start maybe buying a game or two for it, because I never use it.
I picked up a couple. I'm bringing my Switch to Logan's on Saturday, and me, her, and her roommate are probably going to play some board games and some Switch games. I picked up, with the gift card you and Chris got me for my birthday, I picked up Overcooked 2 and Moving Out, because they were both on sale, and I think those would be
have you played Moving Out yet?
I haven't played it yet. I've just watched like a couple videos of it. I want
to play it so bad.
Well, I have it on Switch now, so I can bring my Switch
You'll have to let me know how it is.
Yeah, because it was on sale, and I was looking for games that would be fun for, because they don't really play video games, so I'm kind of introducing both of them into video games more.
Well, I mean,
Logan seems stoked for it, so...
Jackbox, you gotta pull up Jackbox.
Yeah, she's played those before. Well, I was trying to think of ones that were fun with two people, before her roommate came back, because I'm like, well, Jackbox isn't fun for 2 people. It's probably not even that fun with 3 people. You need at least 4, I think. But so I was thinking of good ones for 2 people, 2-3 people. All right, next one on the list, I am actually excited for, and I didn't realize it was in February, so we'll all be able to play the shit out of this. Destruction All-Stars on PS5. And if you don't recall, it's going to be a PlayStation Plus game. So you, me, Chris, the bitch, we'll all have this. And it's a multiplayer vehicle / on-foot combat game, which looks like it's all about a ridiculous style, and I'm all for it. And it's a PS5 exclusive, so it's going to take more advantage of the hardware, probably, possibly.
That would be cool. Yeah. That's exciting.
I don't know. I'm excited for it. Is somebody actually here, or are they just dropping off a package? Sorry, someone just knocked on my door. If they knock again, I'll have to get up. I think they just knocked and ran away, so hopefully. All right. Next game, also excited about. Don't know if I'm going to pick up right away. I probably will, because it looks cool as shit. Returnal. Also PS5 exclusive.
Yeah,
March 19th.
I've kind of been keeping an eye on it.
It's made by Housemarque, which I love Housemarque games historically. I don't know if you've really played Housemarque stuff beforehand. They do more arcadey style, like twin stick ship shooters and stuff like that. They've done top-down shooters. I can't remember what the zombie one they came out with on PS3 was. That one was really fun. They did Alien Nation on PS4, which was a blast. They had a launch title called Resogun, which was a PS Plus game right when the PS4 launched. That is amazing. Probably their best game. This is the first time they've made a more third-person-y action game, but you can see the roots from their arcade bullet hell styles games in this, because some of the bosses are just shooting constant orbs of bullets at you, which is like an arcade thing. But this is like a roguelike. You're playing as this badass, like, middle-aged lady who, when she dies, she respawns and you return and things are different. So it's kind of like a roguelike, I think kind of like Hades, stuff like that, which I know you haven't played, so that doesn't help you. But you die, you return, you die, you return, and the world keeps changing and stuff as that happens, and you get stronger, I'm assuming. It's a third-person shooter. It looks really cool, and not really like anything I've played before, especially in that third-person space. I've played games similar to it in like top-down or side-scrolly views, but I'm excited. I like Housemarque. I want to buy this game right away, even though for whatever reason I keep thinking, I'm like, I don't know if I want to spend $70 on this game, because games are $70 now, and I'm like, I should support Housemarque, because I love Housemarque, and it's PS5 exclusive, so it's probably going to be really good. I may wait to see review scores for like the first day or 2 that it's out, unless I happen to be off. Then I'll probably just take off and buy it. But also part of me is like, I need to finish other games before I buy this, but it is 2 months away. So if I don't have Assassin's Creed finished by the time this game comes out, fuck me. But I'm getting distracted from that. No. But this game looks cool. I'm excited for it.
Yep. Me too. I've been watching it.
Yeah, so that's March 19th. Next is It Takes Two, March 26th. This is last gen and this gen games. This got announced at the Game Awards or shown off again at the Game Awards. It's another co-op adventure from Hazelight. If you don't know them, they made A Way Out, that Prison Break game, which I still haven't played, which I heard is really good. And then Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons was their first game, which won a bunch of awards for like Indie Game of the Year and shit like that. So they're trying to blend co-op and storytelling again in this game. Yeah. Go. What? Yes, Ryan from
I'm really sorry. I'm scrolling through new games. No, maybe. I think I have a lot of questions.
Oh, you had your hand up, like you were.
Oh yeah.
Like you wanted me to call it you.
So I'm scrolling through this article with all the new games coming out, and this one is called Boyfriend Dungeon.
Oh yeah, I feel like I've heard of that.
Where you date your weapons and you can earn money to take them out on dates.
Yes.
What the actual fuck?
Is that
First off, why have I never heard of this?
Yeah, is that a new game of the year for you? Have you heard of the...
It just blew my mind. I'm very confused, but I'm kind of excited.
It's out already, it says. It's just not out on Switch yet.
On Switch.
Yeah, it's on Steam now.
Yeah, I think I might have to try
I remember hearing this. Did you ever play the one about dads? There's the dad dating simulator?
No.
Yeah, that one's on Switch. Or not on Switch. Yeah, delayed into 2021.
Ooh. date a dagger or seduce a sword. That is very exciting.
I think, is this now on your Game of the Year watch?
It's like, okay, so it's my article that I'm reading is Ratchet and Clank, and then it goes Boyfriend Dungeon, and then Far Cry 6, and I'm like, how you just tuck that in there? Just throw it.
Oh yeah, Dream Daddy is a dad dating simulator. It's got a 9 out of 10 on Steam. So like people like that
awesome.
game. It came out like 3 years ago.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it. Thanks. Sorry, it just kind of caught me up.
I mean, that could still be on this list. I don't know. All right, next game on the list, Monster Hunter Rise, March 26th on Switch exclusively. So if I'm going to play a Monster Hunter game, it's going to be Monster Hunter World. I'm going to jump back into that, so I'm not going to play this probably, unless a bunch of you picked it up and were like, we need to play this on Switch. So I don't know if you saw, the demo came out last night and crashed the eShop on the Switch for this game. Did Monster Hunter do anything for you? Did you play World at all? Did we play together? I know I played with Dylan a lot, my friend Dylan from Minnesota.
For a little while. I couldn't super get into it. I really tried it, but it didn't really hold me the way I would need it to.
It's a different game than anything I've ever played, because all you're doing is fighting these big bosses, basically, and they have massive health bars, so you have to fight for a long time. And people who have never played Monster Hunter before, that's the biggest hump to get over. If you can get into that and into that flow, and then you have at least one friend to play with, it does get your hooks into you, because it's just, you're killing monsters, you're getting the materials from killing them, and building better gear. And it's just a loop of that, and these cool different monsters, and you're playing with friends, and this one added a really cool mechanic where you can get on top of the monsters pretty easily. So you have like a grappling hook, and you can get on them, and then you're like pounding them, and you can do cool finishing moves and more damage. And I had a blast with that. I never played Iceborne, which was the expansion they released, which apparently was also really, really good. Part of me is hoping the bitch gets into it, because it's part of the PlayStation Plus collection, which he said he's going to start hitting hard, because he just got his PS5 last week. Well, if you get into Monster Hunter, I'll be there, because it's fun.
Yes.
Next on the list is Outriders, April 1st. We talked about that already. We're both excited.
Devastating. Yeah. I hope I'm like, what if it's like, oh, April 1st, but then like February 2nd comes around and they're like, April Fools, we just said April 1st to fuck with you.
I would not be. I don't think they're going to release it early, if that's what you're saying.
It's such a disappointment.
Yeah, that one will be cool though. All right. Next, Roller Champions, early 2021. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Last gen. It's a free-to-play,
I think that's one that
roller derby-inspired sports game. 3v3 competitive multiplayer. I don't know. Maybe Ubisoft. No excitement for that. So, next game is Ruined King, a League of Legends story. This is 2021, developed by Airship Syndicate, who made Darksiders Genesis. It's a first-ever single-player League of Legends game. It's a turn-based RPG. You can control League heroes. It's coming to next-gen, current-gen consoles, Switch, PC. Might be cool. That gameplay style is sometimes things that I've into, and the League of Legends characters and art styles is always really cool, but the MOBA aspect of it is hard to get into, so maybe games in different veins would be fun. I know they're making a shooter as well. They're making a bunch of games now. They're trying to kind of basically make Blizzard-style games with their League of Legends characters, which makes sense. Next on the list, excited for this, Deathloop, May 21st. If you don't remember, this was supposed to launch with the PS5 and it got delayed. Also, it's made by Bethesda, who is now owned by Microsoft, but they're still fulfilling this as a PS5 exclusive.
That's right.
I'm assuming it's a year exclusive, but Deathloop looks cool as shit. It's made by Arcane, the makers of Dishonored, and it's a super stylish first-person shooter with two assassins in this 60s style dope-ass setting, and it looks goofy, but also super fun. Yeah, I don't know, excited for that.
It's gonna be cool.
Far Cry 6.
Yes, I can't wait.
Got announced and then instantly delayed, it seemed like. It was supposed to be January, February. So this article says May 25th with an asterisk, because that's a rumored release date, as listed on the Microsoft Store. The official release window stretches from April 2021 to March 2022. This
fine.
is
I'm
next-gen and current-gen consoles.
Yeah, I'm in no rush, but I'm stoked for it.
I haven't finished a Far Cry game since Far Cry 3, so the odds of me getting this game right away is pretty slim. Like, extremely slim.
It's one of the games that I get the platinums for.
Yeah, I know you got into Far Cry with 4.
Apparently the biggest
with 5.
games that I go with, like an idiot.
Yeah, like you got into Far Cry 5, and then you played the sequel
I think I did
right after New Dawn, right?
That back to back, which was perfect. I mean, it was meant to be. I think they did a great job with that.
And I was getting into Far Cry 5. I played it a little bit, and then me and Dylan played it a little bit because he had just powered through the story. And talked me into getting it because it was on sale. And I had fun with it, but we didn't even take down one of the siblings at all. We just did some missions. And I liked the story with the whatever state you were in, and then Dane County, where they kind of shut it off to this cult, and the villains seemed cool, but I don't know. This fall, I was playing it on PC too. I don't know what it is about PC and stuff. I just have trouble sitting down on my computer and playing games for long periods of time, and that's a long game.
Yeah.
Even though I played Phasmophobia for over 3 hours last night, so I don't know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's different. It's a little different.
Yeah, so Far Cry 6, the villain seems cool. It's that, what's the actor's name? Is it Juan Carlo Esposito? He's that super villain-looking guy from The Mandalorian and The Boys, and I guess he was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's cool as shit. I saw a meme pop up about him talking about white privilege in The Boys again, because, you know, this country sucks shit, and white privilege is the thing. It was about... I forget what the quote was. I won't get into it because I can't remember it. This is probably one of my top 5 games coming this year. Back 4 Blood, June 22nd.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next gen and current.
I'm like secretly reading more about it and whatnot, and I'm getting a little more stoked.
Did you watch anything from they had a beta or like a early access session?
No, I haven't.
Like
actually.
the weekend after the Game Awards. It looks cool as shit, and it looks like it adds more replayability to the Left 4 Dead formula. Yeah. Because you create these decks for yourself. So you put a bunch of these cards that do random effects, which can be positive or negative, or both, depending on like the difficulties you're in. And you always get one of them right away, so I think you know what you're starting with. Like, shotguns are do this instead of this, or something like that.
Cool.
But that also changes how the enemies spawn. And as you rank up, you get these different card boosts, but it pulls randomly from your deck, I think. So it sounds like a cool way to add more replayability and diversity to the just Left 4 Dead system of go safe house to safe house to safe house to escape kind of a thing, which is still what the gameplay is.
That's amazing.
But it looks cool as shit. This is probably one of the biggest ones that I'm excited for, because I know a lot of us will get it. Because I'll get it right away. The bitch will get it right away. I don't know if you and Chris are going to get it right away. Kool-Aid is going to try and get a PS5 sometime next year, or this year, I guess now. He wants one for God of War. So, if he can find one, which God of War might not come out this year, but we'll talk about that when we get to it on the list.
Yep.
Next one, Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga. So it's apparently not a simple remake of the previous Lego Star Wars. It's a new retelling of all 9 Star Wars movies. I haven't played a Lego game in a while. I do like the Lego games, so this one will probably be a good one. Because they almost are always good ones. Yeah, any excitement for that? I don't really care. It's not one I'm going to pick up.
I don't.
Not right away.
I don't care.
This next one is exciting. I'm hoping it runs well. Okay, so there's... Okay, so the Mass Effect Legendary Edition was finally announced a couple months ago. Release date spring 2021. The long-rumored remastered Mass Effect trilogy was confirmed on N7 Day, which I think is November 7th. The Legendary Edition includes all single-player content and DLC for Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. The remasters will run at 4K on compatible platforms, with forward compatibility and targeted enhancements on Series X and PS5. So there's not actual PS5 and Series X editions of the game, but it's going to have boosts on those systems, which is nice. And I've never played any of the Mass Effect DLC, which Dylan said is amazing, but there wasn't a good way to get it all cheaply. You still had to buy it all separately, so like $100 extra to DLC, it sounded like he said. So it's cool that that's all in here now. It'll be exciting to have faster load times, especially in the first Mass Effect, because there are some long-ass elevator rides in that game. So I'm excited for this. Depending on what I'm playing at the time, I don't know if I'll pick it up right away, but I will definitely pick it up at some point because I'd love to replay the Mass Effect games because they're awesome. Did you ever play them?
I don't think so.
You'd like them. They're sci-fi RPGs, and choice is a big aspect in how the games play out, and how your characters react to you and live or die, and how the galaxy's affected and things like that. Like, there are big stakes to some of this stuff, which is really cool. I would suggest it. You look confused.
Sorry. I know I'm watching a trailer for a game that I hadn't heard of.
Oh,
and
okay.
It's gross and scary, and I'm excited. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It like popped up when I was following along with your new games.
Okay. It's all good. This next one, I forgot about this. Is this actually going to come out? Okay. This is New World. It's that MMO made by Amazon Studios. It was announced back in 2016.
What'd you say, New World?
Yeah, so it's the only MMO, it's the only game that Amazon announced back then that is still in the works. The other two, Breakaway and Crucible, have since been canceled or shut down. The promising MMO has come a long way, according to the newest preview. It will finally be released in spring 2021. It's hard to launch an MMO now.
Yeah, you can pre-order it. It's ready.
And stuff. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. If I'm going to play an MMO, it's going to be Final Fantasy 14. Because that's,
I mean, the Steelbook edition is $60.
Nah, just play Final Fantasy 14. Apparently, it's got some of the best Final Fantasy story content ever. But it's in an MMO, so you'd have to subscribe and play it, which I haven't done. Alright, Gran Turismo 7 is apparently coming out in the first half of 2021 on PS5. It's Sony's long-running racing sim. I'm not a Gran Turismo fan. I know a lot of people are. I like when Gran Turismo games are good because it gets more people in the PlayStation ecosystem because they sell a lot. They haven't been the juggernaut they used to be on like PS2, PS3 days, but still good, I think. I don't know. They're not my shit. However, Ratchet Clank Rift Apart, super my shit. That's supposed to be a launch window title, they said. So first half of 2021. It is definitely a next-gen showpiece for the PS5 with how the portals and the rifts and the loading works. So like this is only on PS5 because the way they designed the loading and the portals can't work without an SSD, it seems like. So that seems cool as shit. I love Ratchet Clank. So I'm down. You played any Ratchet Clank?
I don't think so. If I did, it was a long time ago.
Okay. They're really funny, and they're really fun, like third-person shooters too. With ridiculous weapons, like sometimes hilarious weapons.
I'll probably play it. I'll probably get into it.
Nice. Alright. Battlefield 2021. Apparently Battlefield is set to return in late 2021 with the series' first new entry since Battlefield 5 in 2018, which was underwhelming, it seems like. I picked it up and played it once or twice with Dylan because it was really cheap and he likes it, but I don't know. I've never really gotten into Battlefield. Battlefield 4 is probably the one I played the most. I did have fun with it sometimes, but it's not. If I'm playing a military shooter in that vein, it's probably going to be more so Call of Duty, which even that I don't play a lot. I don't know. Do Battlefield do anything for you?
No. I don't think so.
All right.
Not really. I think I got Battlefield 1, and then, like, with my Xbox, I never played it.
Oh, yeah. I think, it came with the Xbox One bundle you got, I remember. Halo Infinite? You going to play this?
So
2021?
I grew up really hard on Gran Turismo and Need for Speed all the time. I played those so fucking hard back in the day.
Yeah.
And Halo.
Okay.
And I haven't played Halo in a very, very long time. So this one, I think, is going to pull me back in.
Yeah. I mean, you have the One X, so it's going to run well on that. I have just a regular one. None of us have next-gen Xboxes because there's not a reason to have one right now. But this game is going to play on those older systems too. This famously got delayed. It was supposed to launch with the Series X, and it got delayed a whole year. So, I don't know. That's what's the biggest reason for people to get it. And then
I think I'll pick it up.
It'll be on Game Pass, so I'll probably sub to Game Pass for a month and try it and see if I like it. I don't know. It's coming out in the fall next year, so who knows what's coming out for us in the fall. If God of War is coming out that fucking week, there's no way I'm playing Halo that week. But yeah. Yeah, it seems like it'll be cool. The multiplayer is going to be free. I know that was announced. Yeah, so when it does launch, Halo Infinite's free-to-play multiplayer is coming out. So that's cool. Next on the list I know you're excited about, Lord of the Rings Gollum. That's late 2021.
Mm-hmm.
I am probably not. I'm not, like... No, this game's not doing anything for me right now. I know you're excited for it. This is a wait and see for me. So, are you playing as Gollum?
Yeah.
Okay. Gollum is mostly a non-combat game with Prince of Persia-like stealth. That's what the developer has said. So it will explore a previously untold Lord of the Rings narrative while remaining faithful to J.R.R. Tolkien's source material.
Mm-hmm.
So it's next gen, current gen, Switch, PC. Seems cool. I don't know. I'll wait and see. You'll have to tell me how it is. I like Lord of the Rings shit.
Oh, I will.
But I'm not like... It's got to do something for me. If it's just... I might just watch somebody play it if it's just super narrative.
Yeah. So, hey, we can do that. I can play it, and you can see my screen.
Yeah, we could do that. I could just be dicking around in No Man's Sky or something while I watch you play that.
Yeah.
All right. Next. I could see that not making 2021, but that's
yeah.
GTA 5 next gen, second half of 2021 is coming out. This is a game that launched on PS3 and 360, and it is still the most recent Grand Theft Auto game. So they're having a next gen version, so I guess that's cool. GTA is not my thing, especially not GTA Online. Now, Horizon Forbidden West, though, let's go. Mm-hmm. Second half of 2021, PS5 and PS4. It's a sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn, which was my game of the year for 2017. Loved Horizon Zero Dawn.
Honestly.
I don't really know what to expect from this story, which I'm excited about, because the first game was so amazing and I loved the story so much, and then on top of it the combat was like nothing I had ever really played before, and I loved it. So yeah, super excited for this.
I can't wait. And they have to do good. I mean, they know they have to do good. This game was so big.
Right. Part of me is, I don't know why I'm like kind of worried that it's not going to be good. I know it's going to at least be good. Is it going to be as great as the first one? I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to at least be good. I just don't know how the story's going to go, because like the story was very concise, and the only thing I can think of is that spoilers for Horizon. I can't remember any characters' names, but yeah, we're going to slightly spoil the ending, kind of, I guess. So basically, that cool actor from Fringe and who plays Zavala in Destiny, I can't think of the actor's name, but he was kind of a sidekick to you, but then also he's kind of a bad guy, and that's the only way I can see the story going. But from the trailers we saw, it didn't really talk about that, but that could be because they're avoiding spoilers from the first game, which makes sense.
Yeah. It almost seemed like it would be a little more exploring the old kind of stuff, but
yeah, but what other mysteries would there be? Like, we solved the Zero Dawn,
which it was.
Yeah, we solved the Zero Dawn mystery, which is also a huge ass spoiler, and one of the coolest things. And that story caught me off guard so much, like in a great way. Like, I loved it.
Yeah. So maybe it'll focus more on like internal problems, like with whatever his name was, and like other people, since we're traveling obviously to a different area. Maybe there's going to be some new tribes and whatever.
Yeah, maybe the machines and everything in that area responded differently to the Zero Dawn protocol. I don't know, but that Zero Dawn storyline is so interesting and so cool. I don't know if they can match that.
And original.
It's just... Like, how can they match that in this world? I don't think they can, like that.
We'll be surprised. Like, I think we'll be surprised.
So that's me, like, putting the first game story on a pedestal, and, like, I don't think I'm going to be disappointed in this game. I just don't know how it can wow me like that story did, because it, like, holy shit, when you got into the weeds and finally learned that stuff, I was like, god damn. I remember the moment specifically where you learn a lot of the information. You're on top of that skyscraper that has the roof ripped off, and you're reading and watching all these logs from like the board meetings where the main lady from the old world, who has Aloy's DNA is based off of her, which is why you can get into all this stuff. is like, everyone has to die, basically, and that's how we can keep the human race alive. So it's like everyone's got to die, so these machines switch into passive mode, so they're no longer eating and destroying the world, and then we'll basically regrow humans underground after they're all dead. So then the machines will all be in passive mode. And the whole story is them someone's trying to put the machines back into active mode, which will then kill everybody until everyone's dead again. And you prevent that in Horizon Zero Dawn. So how can they beat that? Like, how that story's so insane. And like reading the logs of these CEOs being like, no, there's got to be a different way. And it's like, no, the guy who designed this design, he fucking fucked up, and now the world's gonna die because these machines are gonna kill everything until there's nothing left and there's no way to backtrack. Which is so crazy.
I think they'll do it. I think they can do it. I do. I think they'll surprise us, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's going to be great. I just don't know how. I don't know if I'll have that sort of a moment in the next one.
Yeah.
But it's going to be great regardless. But that moment is just like in my brain, like, holy shit. Yeah. Horizon Forbidden West is going to be dope as shit.
Get ready.
The next game is Chorus. I have no idea what this is. Chorus is a story-driven space shooter.
Fucking waiting for you to get to that one.
What is it?
I remember being super stoked about it. I think you, like...
It's made by Deep Silver, okay. Well, it's published by Deep Silver. Well, and partially developed. What is this?
Yeah, like, you bond with your ship, essentially, and... Like, I don't know the words I'm looking for. I just remember, like, it's not my type of game, but I was really intrigued to play it because it seems really... Yeah, like unique, I guess, and I'm all about that kind of cool.
So is there ship combat and, like, out-of-ship combat?
I believe so.
Because this trailer is showing you fly around, but then it's only cutscenes when you're out of your ship. So I can't actually tell.
I don't know, but we'll see, because I'm definitely going to be looking into it.
I mean, it seems dark. Like, in a good way. But
yeah,
interesting. It doesn't. I don't know if there's out of ship gameplay. Either way, seems interesting. You'll have to let me know how that is. Yep. Crossfire X. This is a PC shooter apparently. 2021 Xbox. The popular PC shooter comes to consoles for the first time as Crossfire X. I don't know what this is.
That one's not on my list.
Oh, I think I remember the single-player story is being made by Remedy, so who made Control and Alan Wake and the old Max Payne games and stuff. And I remember the story trailer looking really cool, actually. So, yeah, I don't know. It's an Xbox Series X, Xbox One. I might play the campaign, because it'll probably be in Game Pass, and if the campaign's cool, I'll check it out. Evil Dead, the game. I don't know if this game's going to be good, but I'm excited for it because I love Evil Dead. Release date 2021. It's made by the company that made the Friday the 13th game and the Predator Hunting Grounds game that I just picked up for all of us. So they're into those like licensed PvP modes. So it's based on the Evil Dead, obviously. It's a third-person action game with co-op and PvP modes. So I remember the trailer obviously shows Ash, and then it shows the girl, I don't remember her name, from Ash vs. Evil Dead TV show. Infamous Cabin in the Woods. Bruce Campbell is returning to voice Ash Williams, which is awesome. Because I love Ash, and I love Evil Dead. I don't know if this game's going to be good, but I'll probably play it.
So,
Ghostwire Tokyo? I'm not really excited for this game.
I am. It's one of those that I'm not going to pick up right away, but I will pick it up down the line.
This is another timed exclusive from Bethesda for PS5 and PC. So it's realistic but original version of Tokyo. The setting seems cool, but when they revealed the gameplay at one of the PS5 events, I wasn't really into it. So I don't know. It's an action adventure with elements of survival and horror. So I don't know. I'll wait, and this is a wait and see. This is very much screamed middle of the road game. Not that it's not like Deathloop, where I'm stoked as fuck for the other Bethesda one.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I remember the announcement trailer was way cooler. And then when I saw the gameplay, I'm like, oh, I don't know. It's like first-person-y. It gave me like knockoff Bioshock vibes where you have like spells in your hands. I don't know. It just didn't seem that great to me. So we'll see.
I mean, you never know.
Yeah. God of War Ragnarok. We know next to nothing about this game. This was just teased with a Kratos voiceover and the Kratos Omega symbol with some other glyph symbols on that when at one of the PS5 events. And they don't need to show anymore. They can just be like, this game is coming out this day, and I will buy it, and I will play it. It says 2021, which I don't know if I believe. We also don't know if this is going to be like Horizon, where it's PS4 and PS5, or just PS5. This straight up says, God of War Ragnarok is perhaps the most anticipated game of 2021. Santa Monica Studio has yet to reveal any details beyond its 2021 release date, which I don't think it's going to make. Ragnarok is expected to continue the journey of Kratos and Atreus. God of War's PS4 reboot was awarded IGN's 2018 Game of the Year award. It received tons of Game of the Year awards. It is probably my favorite video game of all time. So, very excited for this game. Don't know what it is. Don't care if it's PS4, PS5, or just PS5. I just want it, and I want to play it. Don't think it's coming out in 2021. What about you?
I think 2021 is going to be a much sadder year for new games than we anticipated based on the Cyberpunk hullabaloo.
Well,
I think
Sony knows what they're doing, though. So
yeah, that's
Sony
true,
knows
but
how to make games.
People are going to take a note of it and just be more cautious. Whereas if they, think that they're ready to release, but there's one little bug, they'll probably hold off just because they don't want people. The gaming community is so ugly and toxic, and
right. It surprised me
everybody's
that
afraid
Sony
of it now.
Put a date on this, because if you remember, the first God of War did not receive any sort of date at all until like a few months before release, where it was like, I think it came out on 420, which is the only reason I remember it. I think it came out on April 20th, 2018, and that was a game that they didn't show a release date for until a few months before it was coming. Like, they showed off lots of gameplay and lots of game footage, but Sony's usually pretty good. Like, they'll have internal release dates that nobody knows, and there'll be rumors of those. But as far as like official release dates, Sony usually doesn't announce them early anymore. I think this is a different situation because they wanted to show that, hey, this is coming fucking next year on the PlayStation 5. They want to get people hyped and get people to buy consoles, and I think that's why they did it. But they don't like having the bad press of delaying games, which they do still delay games sometimes. Naughty Dog constantly announces release date and constantly delays their games. So I get that. But usually they don't announce release dates until it's close and they know it's not going to slip. Naughty Dog being one of the big exceptions. So I don't know if this game's going to make it. Also, if Horizon's coming out in September and this game still isn't out yet, I don't know if it's smart for them to release it in 2021. Like, wait till the spring.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much and so many games that I think they will end up competing somewhat with release dates, but
yeah, I don't think they should be competing with themselves though, which they're good at not doing usually. And I mean, during the whole PS4 generation, Sony wasn't releasing first-party games in the fall. They let the third parties like Call of Duty and all that do the heavy lifting in the fall because everybody releases games then, and then they release their first-party shit in the spring and the summer, like God of War and Spider-Man were April,
right,
and then like September.
Holidays.
Yeah, I think September's the latest they've really done release dates. I think, did Uncharted 4 come out in like a November or something? I might just be thinking that Uncharted always came out in the fall on PS3, but I don't think Uncharted 4 did. I think it was a spring as well. Spring or summer seems to be their forte for first-party release dates, because that gives them time to breathe, and then the hype is up, because those games are always amazing. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know what this game is, but God of War PS4 was fantastic, so can't wait. Can't wait for this.
Yeah.
Much more is on this
coming.
list.
It's coming, man. Don't think about it. It'll be here in no time.
All right. What are we at for showtime? I might start blasting through this list.
I mean, your list must be different than mine, because there's a lot of games on this list.
There's still a lot of games left on this list, so I'm gonna start plowing. You just interrupt me. Gotham
yeah,
Knights.
okay, I can do that.
Well, I know we'll stop at like the next one after this. Gotham Knights seems cool. Third-person brawler. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. Probably not gonna get it. Hogwarts Legacy 2021.
Yes.
We're excited for that.
I can't wait. I want it to be everything I need in my life, and
this is just straight up single player, right? Like we can't play with each other, or do we not know?
I'm not sure. And my thing is, I hope it's not single player because it would be much better if we could at least do some kind of interaction with other people.
I hope maybe it's both. Like you can do single player, but then there's a different aspect of multiplayer that you can bring your character into.
Or we could at least share things and like communicate somehow.
We can go to online classes together.
I have no doubt this might get delayed.
Yeah, I mean this game's been in the works for a long time.
It's so ambitious.
They've been working on it for a long time.
And then once again, like Cyberpunk is going to be like its own like term now. With all this fucking bullshit.
I mean, I am excited that Cyberpunk not failed so hard because it sold like crazy. Launched so rough and people are so harsh on it because I think that will prevent games from launching in unfinished states even more so. Because games launch in unfinished states like Anthem, but it was still playable and still finishable. But I don't think games are going to launch like that anymore.
Not only that, but also the companies won't praise their game so much and make it such a big thing. Like they were like, look at this godlike game that we're creating.
Especially and it launched so rough. Like I am gonna play that game eventually when it's finished. Maybe this year. Maybe. I don't know. I have it. I got it for Christmas, but it's just sitting on my shelf. And it will for the foreseeable future. Because I want to enjoy that game. And I know you said Chris did and it played pretty well on PS5, but it still has too much wrong with it for me to want it right now. But I do agree. I don't think games are going to launch in rough states anymore. I think we're going to see more get delayed and more get announced later and have their games be more polished when they come out. Which is exciting.
Which is fine. But Hogwarts, I can't wait. Yes. They can't wait.
Hogwarts Legacy seems awesome. I try not to taint my opinion of these products, even though J.K. Rowling kind of sucks now. She's like super transphobic and turfy and all that shit, which sucks. But she doesn't have her hand in these games. She's still making money from them, but so many people who work on these games like are, trans rights and pro everything and inclusivity and all that. So you got to think of those people too, even though J.K. Rowling sucks. No More Heroes 3. No More Heroes was fun on the Wii. I never got super into the series. Open Roads. I don't know what this is. It's made from the Gone Home and Tacoma developers. I know Gone Home's amazing. People like Tacoma a lot too. So they're like walking simulator narrative games. Psychonauts 2. I still need to play through Psychonauts, which is a game that's 16 years old now.
That one has not been on my list.
It's made by Double Fine, which make goofy, fun, interesting games. And this is about going into people's brains and seeing kind of people with like brain disorders and shit like that. And it's like a platformer. So you're like going in and kind of helping understand these people and like fix them almost. So really interesting, really cool. Psychonauts 2 is finally coming. This is coming to PS4 and the Xbox Series. Resident Evil Village, which is not Resident Evil 8, Capcom has confirmed, even though when it got announced it was kind of labeled as Resident Evil 8. It is just a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7, but not 8, so I don't know.
I want to play this one. I don't know why. Like, I have 7. I haven't played it, but I want to play The Village because it's just something's different about it, and I'm excited for that.
It gives me good vibes, and Resident Evil 7 was great. I never played it either. I could play it now because it's on the PlayStation Plus collection.
Right.
I think I watched Markiplier play all of it. I remember the story, even though I didn't play it. So, we'll see. This is coming out probably soon, probably within the next 6 months. 2021. Doesn't have a release date yet. Seems cool. Chris Redfield seems like a dick in it, which I'm interested to see where that goes. Shadow Warrior 3. These are multiplayer games, I think. Plays like a satisfying blend of Doom and Duke Nukem. That's not super my thing. It's only on PC. Shin Megami Tensei 5. First entry in Atlas RPG series since 4 in 2016. I don't think that's either of our things. Stalker 2. I never played Stalker, but Dylan tells me I'd like it because it's very Fallout-y. And Stalker 2 seems to continue that. It's only on Xbox and PC. Day and date on Game Pass. I do have Stalker and its expansions on PC that I have never touched. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. This got delayed. Supposed to come out last year. The first one I played some. It's a little rough. It's an old game. But the first one was one of the first games to introduce actually narrative affecting choices in video games to like a great way, and a lot of people took those ideas going forward, so it kind of invented a lot of that stuff. So it's exciting to see a sequel to it that's hopefully more polished gameplay wise. That's 2021. Next gen, current gen. Warhammer 40,000 Darktide. I think it's another first person 4-player co-op like Vermintide was, so that's cool. And Rainbow Six Quarantine, which doesn't have a release date yet. I'm surprised they haven't changed the name of it yet. I don't think they're going to, because they would have already.
Interesting.
It's a 3-player tactical co-op game that pits your squad against a deadly parasite. Quarantine is built on the foundation of Rainbow Six Siege, and is currently scheduled for release between April 2021 and March 2022. That's what I got on this list. Any comments, concerns, things that I missed?
No, but I sent you a link for a YouTube video for that Callisto Protocol game.
I don't know what that is.
Right, exactly. That's why I'm saying my list is completely different than yours. So if you want, I can try and bang through some of the ones on my list that I think you missed.
Yeah, if you want to bang through, let's go.
Watch that video. It's terrifying, and I can't wait. The Callisto Protocol, survival horror that looks really good. There's a game...
2022. That's why it wasn't on my list, Ryan. It's next year.
Well, come on, man. Skull and Bones. Like, they don't have... These are all new games.
I just did 20.
My
I just
list
did
is
this
weird.
year. So your list is probably things later, too, right?
It is later, but it's all over the place, where it's not like 2020 down to 2022. It's like to be announced games.
Which trailer did you watch here? I don't have Facebook, so I can't get to Messenger on my computer.
I didn't send it. I sent you in a text message.
Well, yeah, but if I want to show it on stream.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you're right. Can I send it in the chat? In the Twitch chat?
Red Band Cinematic Trailer. I don't know if it'll let you post links.
I mean, we can find out, right?
I found...
No, I don't think it will. It's just a YouTube link. No, Twitch, calm down. I don't know. I haven't played a horror game in a long time, but I'm really excited for this one.
Did you see... God, I just keep dropping my phone all over my desk.
And then the only other thing worthy of note, in my opinion, is Second Extinction.
Oh, yeah. It's an early access game now.
Yeah, I'm so excited. There's no release date, but I thought it was this year.
I think it's in early access already, so I think they're just playing it kind of that route, that they'll just keep updating it and then officially leave early access when they think it's ready to be good.
Okay.
So
this Callisto Protocol, they're comparing to Dead Space. They're kind of saying it's a worthy.
Okay, I love Dead Space. Dead Space 1, probably my favorite survival horror game.
So I'm actually excited to play this one. I'm ready for a good scare.
Yeah. Who was it? It was at the Game Awards, I think. One of the main directors of Dead Space has started a new studio, and they're making a Dead Space style game. Was that this? It might be
maybe.
This. Red Band
Transfer. The Dead Space creator is behind it.
Okay.
Are you watching it?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, okay. I think this was the one at the Game Awards. Yes. Yeah, and it's made by the Dead Space people, which I am so excited for. Like, love Dead Space. Super into this. Oh, is this connected to PUBG?
I don't know.
The subtitle says the Red Band trailer is more gruesome look at striking distance's single-player third-person survival horror game, The Callisto Protocol, set 300 years after the events of PUBG. What? Callisto Protocol. That doesn't make sense. So, connection with PUBG is not going to be really deep, but there will be little connections here and there. So are they going to be making like a PUBG set in the future that connects to this game? That's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Why is it part of the PUBG universe? Why is that? Why?
Sometimes we just don't ask questions.
That's so weird. We're part of helping PUBG Core as a team of writers working on the lore of PUBG and the universe. They have a timeline and we fit on that timeline now. As long as it doesn't like make this game have battle royale shit, I'm assuming it's just PUBG lore, so then PUBG itself can do shit with it, not this game. Revealed, it's set to launch sometime in 2020. Yeah, he wasn't looking. Okay, so yes, I do remember this from the Game Awards. I just didn't remember what it was called. So yeah, I'm excited for that whenever that game comes.
Is your tower here? Not yet.
Is he just waiting constantly?
He's taking apart his current tower.
Ah, okay.
Before the new one even is delivered today. No, I want to. Anyways. Yes.
Yes, into
a lot to look forward to
whenever that comes out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of good things. I can't wait.
Yeah, video games are cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
So besides Apex, have you been playing anything new?
What did I dabble in? I dabbled in Dreams, which was cool.
Pick that up, because I'll pick it up then if you do.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to be in the right state of mind to play it.
I wish they'd give it away on PlayStation Plus, because I think that would get so many people creating and everything.
Well, yeah, it'd be cheaper to dump into the PlayStation Plus collection in a couple months.
Yeah. Yeah, that's also, I'm surprised it's not in there. I guess it did come out in 2021, and I don't think any games from there are in there.
Immortals, Phoenix Rising, I played for several hours, longer than I thought, which is a good sign. I thought it was like 2 hours, and then I looked, it was like 6. But it's phenomenal. I mean, it's an amazing game. I almost
talked myself into it because it's like the gold edition's on sale right now. And I'm like, I'm not even done with Assassin's Creed, Brandon. I still have Demon Souls to play fully. I've only killed a couple bosses in that.
See, and now that just reminds me that I'm crushing it because I've finished like 3 games fully.
Yeah, what have I
already?
Finished?
So I'm like,
I finished Miles Morales, and I've just been playing a ton of Assassin's Creed. I've been playing shit on the side, like I played some Call of Duty. I got hooked back into No Man's Sky this week because they have a PS5 version of that game, and I'm like, I'll give it a shot. I kind of want something more mellow, and I streamed it. It seems like a good stream game where I can talk to chat and just do shit. I just had to start a new game, and the game is gorgeous, and the PS5, it uses the triggers really well. So like when you're crafting, when you're flying your ship and launching and everything like that. So I feel like I could get hooked into that. But it's not one I need to play constantly. Like I can just go in, explore some planets, get money, do all that, upgrade my ship, that sort of thing. I actually played some last night after we got off Phasmophobia and shit. But so I'm into that. Still playing Assassin's Creed. Still working on that. I think I'm getting close to the end if I want to. But it's again, yesterday I had 2 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna play some Assassin's Creed, do a couple main story missions, and I got to a new city and didn't do any story missions. I did the best thing I did was the mystery where you can talk to the pig, but only if you're drunk. Do you remember that one?
Yep.
That was really funny. And then I just collected shit in that city and then got some viewpoints, and then it was time to play Phasmophobia. So that's all I did. Like, fuck.
That's how the game goes, though. I mean,
but I'm not mad about it because it's so fun, and I know I still have more Norse areas to go to because I did I only did the first one, so I still have to go to Jotunheim. How many areas are there? Is it just not Valhalla? Is it just Asgard and Jotunheim, or are there more areas?
Yeah. Okay. No, it's just those two. Okay. You do have to go back to
Asgard?
No, where you came from, Norda, Filka, or whatever.
Oh,
there's 2 areas there.
In the main game? Not in Norse?
Yeah, you have to go back there.
Yeah, I knew there was an area there. And it was like way high power, so I'm like, I assume I'm going back here towards the end of the game. They did just add...
Good. The ending is so good.
Yeah, which is why, because I'm really into the story, too. So it's like, I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to bounce to other games that hard, which is why I didn't buy Immortals and why I haven't gone back to Demon Souls. I'm like, I need to finish Assassin's Creed.
I do. You have
before
to,
I go
because
anywhere
it's not
else.
what you expect.
But then it's like
not what you expect.
Now Manhunter is out on PS5, so we get that with PlayStation Plus. I want to try that eventually. I still haven't tried Bug Snacks at all. I'm waiting to try all these other games until I'm done with Assassin's Creed. And like I picked up Predator Hunting Grounds, which I want to play with friends.
Get on my level.
I have your copy of that. Call of Duty's been fun. I want somebody else to pick it up before I get into Zombies more, because Zombies, the map is really good. The campaign I can probably finish in a couple sittings, or even one sitting. I heard it's short, but it's fun.
I'll look at it again.
I also got Luigi's Mansion 3 for Christmas, so I want to play that.
So,
I don't know if I had anything else for Switch that I want to get into really hard. Cody's like, yeah, because he wanted to borrow a game from me. He's like, oh, do you have Luigi's Mansion 3? I'm like, yeah, but I just got it, so he can't give you that one. So I lent him Mario Odyssey, because Odyssey's awesome. I would have lent him Zelda, but I don't have the cartridge. I just bought it digitally. Because Breath of the Wild's legit. I should go back to Hades.
My link did post. Weird.
It didn't post for me. It just says asterisks.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
that's all I've got. Assassin's Creed and No Man's Sky have been what I've been playing a lot.
Yeah. Apex. I wish. So how do you look up how many hours you've put in? I think you can do it on the computer, but not on the app.
I've only done it on the PS5 itself. You have to go into your profile and shit, and that's where you can see everything you played. That's how I found out I played over 1,000 hours of Destiny 1, I think.
Fresh deals in the PlayStation Store.
90 days. They added more holiday ones, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's all I got. You got anything to add before we end? Long show today, so thank you.
Yeah, we had some catching up to do, so thanks for bearing with us.
Right.
Hopefully, I have nothing to add
in the VOD.
Yeah, you'll have to let me know with my fancy new microphone and.
The stream itself didn't sound robot-y, which they did in the past, so I assume we're good.
Half the battle.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Video games are cool. You can find us at twitch.tv/LairdBrandon whenever our schedules line up and we can do a show. Post to YouTube channel Laird Brandon as well. I am LRD Brandon on social media sites. Twitch, I am Laird Brandon. Twitter and Instagram, LRD Brandon. Ryan is Dark Siren with a Y 89 everywhere.
Yes, everywhere.
Have a good day. Play video games.
Talk to me.
Bye.
Enjoy your day. Bye, friends.